अपारमौलिपर्यन्तां गुरूणामाकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नप्रणश्यन्ति सिद्धन्ति च मनोरथः तस्मिन्तनोतु नितरां निगमशाखिशिखाप्रवालम् ऐरम्बमम्बुरुहडम्बरचौर्यनिघ्रं विघ्नाद्रिभेदशतधारधुरन्धरः सर्वेषां स्वागतं to the Bhāvārtha session for the 28th shloka. So, we have understood the meaning of Bhagatyaga Lakshana, we have understood the meaning of Ajahati Lakshana, Jahati Lakshana. So now we go a little more further, understanding what Maya is. So here, because to understand Tvam, we need to understand what Maya is. So, and Mayavada is a very big part of Advaita philosophy as well. So, Rasadi Panchīkrita Bhuta Sambhavam Bhogalayam Duha रसादिपञ्चीकृतभूतसम्भवं भोगालयं दुःखसुखादिकर्मणां शरीरमाद्यन्तवदादिकर्मजं मायामयं स्थूलमुपाधिमात्मनः रसादिपञ्चीकृतभूतसम्भवं भोगालयं दुःखसुखादिकर्मणां शरीरमाद्यन्तवदादिकर्मजं मायामयं स्थूलमुपाधिमात्मनः. So, what does the 28th? We are going a little. It's not. We have concluded one part of the philosophy, that is with respect to Tattvamasi. Now we are going a little deep into Maya. So here, what is the verse saying? Rasadi Panchīkrita Bhuta Sambhavam. So when we learn about Sankhya philosophy, we understand that after the merger of Prakriti and Purusha, it gives rise to something called as Mahat, which is gross intelligence, what we can say. That gives rise to Ahankara, and that gives rise to the Panchabhutas. The Panchabhutas give rise to the Panchatanmatras. Like this, we are starting from one particular point, and we are giving the direction of manifestation, the order of manifestation. So, Rasadi Panchīkrita Bhuta Sambhavam. Rasadi is the five gross elements that we are talking about. So, the Tanmatras, the subtle elements. So, we have five sense organs, right? So, we have five receptors. The receptors are nothing but our sense organs. The kind of data that these receptors can take in are called as Tanmatras. So, for example, my tongue is a receptor. The kind of data that my tongue can process is called as Tanmatra. So, therefore, what can my tongue understand? It can understand taste, or rather, it can understand rasa. Rasa. So, therefore, that is the Tanmatra. In the same way, when I talk about Shravana, ears. What can my ears? What kind of data can my ears process? It can only process sound, Shabda. In the same way, Ghrana. What about my nose? It can only take in smell. In the same way, what can my eyes take in? It can only take in Rupa. Then, in the same way, what can my skin take in? Touch. So, these are the Tanmatras. So, Rasadi are these five. Panchīkrita. Panchīkrita made up of or made from Panchabhutas. Bhuta Sambhavam. From them, there only it is arising. So when these things, the Rasadi Panchikrita Bhuta Sambhavam is giving rise to Bhogalayam. That is, it is ultimately giving rise to a particular whole setup that can process feelings, that can process pleasure, that can process any manifested forms, that is happiness with. So here, made up of the five gross elements, for example, the earth, Bhogalayam, uh, the alaya of Bhoga. That means it gives rise to a alaya that can measure or experience these bhoga. Bhoga here refers to material manifestations. So what is that bhogalayam? It is our sharira. So these panchabhutas and the panchatanmatras have given rise to the sharira that is able to experience everything. And but how is it experiencing? So bhogalayam of what? Dukha sukhadi karmana, the karma that is leading to dukkha, that is leading to sukha, those the phala of that karma that they are able to experience in the sharira. So shariram adyanta shariram adi antavat, that is shariram adi antavat. So having a beginning and end, the sharira has that bhogalayam, what we are talking about, because it has arised or it has come out of the panchabhutas, and it has the capability of experiencing manifested uh, vishayas. It has a beginning and it has an end. And through what? That ending and beginning is completely guided by Adi Karmajam. That means own past actions is what is guiding the Adi and Antya of that Shariram. So Shariram Adyanta Vadadi Karmajam. Adyantam. So Adi Antyam. Uh, and then Adi Karmajam. So it is through the past actions that is actually the life of a Sharira is defined. And then Sthulam, that is the gross body. The Sthula Sharira, because the Sharira is in three parts, Sukshma, Sthula, Sukshma, and Karana Sharira. So we are talking about Sthula Sharira now. The Sthula Sharira is just an equipment. It is a upadhi to the Atma. So the explanation is actually a little more complicated than this, but simply saying, we are saying that the Sharira that is made up of or has come out of the Panchabhutas, the Panchatanmatras, and has the capability to experience Sukha Dukkhadi gunas, that is the consequence of karmas, has a starting and an expiration date, which is guided by our karmas. And what is it doing? What is the point of all these things? It is a product of Maya, and it is only an instrument of the essence of Atma. That means, technically saying, the pleasure that we feel, that is the ability to feel these sukha dukkhadi gunas, actually lies with the Atma. So when we say that it is Bhogalayam, it is only an instrument, but it is not the CPU or the ability to feel that, ability to enjoy the pleasure. Like for example, in Nyayam, when we ask what is Atma, and this has already actually been explained. Um, so Atma Swarupa Vimarshaha, they say The definition of an Atma is that it is Jnanadhikaranam Atma. Jnana Adhikaranam Atma. So, Jnana Sukha Dukkhadayaha Gunaha Yatra Bhavanti Sayeva Atma. So, what they are trying to say is the Sukha Dukkhas or whatever that is that we are actually feeling, that is the karma phalas. It is out of karma. Now, to feel that particular emotions, we need the body. That is the reason it is Bhogalayam. So fine. Then the question is the body the true bhokta of the karma phala? Is it the true enjoyer of the consequences of the karma phala? No. Atma is actually the main entity. Atma is what gives the ability to have these kind of what do we say? Have the ability to bring about ability to process this emotion. Sharira is only the instrument. It is only adhikarana. Sorry, it is only the upadhi karana. So the example in Nyaya we will see where the argument is, see, if the Atma is not the true Bhokta, the Atma is not the true Bhokta. That means whatever the Sukha Dukha, the Vishayas or Gunas have been experienced by the body, if that is not true, if that is not truly entitled to by the Atma, then when death has occurred, when the Atma, when agreed that the Atma is no longer a part of the Deha, Sharira, then the Sukha Dukha is no longer relevant. A dead body cannot cry, a dead body cannot laugh. So those Vishayas become irrelevant. So therefore, this Atma is like, is the essence through which Sharira can feel something. So then when the argument arises, which is big, which is better or which is superior, Atma or Sharira, without the Sharira, Atma can exist. Without the Sharira also Atma can exist. Atma, however, Sharira can, however, it cannot exist without Atma, because what is the point of Sharira? It is Bhogalayam, that is, it is feeling all these emotions. Can it feel without the presence of Atma? No, because a dead person cannot feel Sukha Dukha, the gunas. So therefore, we are trying to understand the essence of feeling, that is the Anubhava, and the source of that Anubhava, Yogyata. So, how is the ability to a Sharira? How does the Sharira get the ability to feel something? It is through Atma. Then another question arises with respect to Atma, that this is a counter argument that goes on in Nyaya, that when a person is, let us say, disabled from waist down, this is an example. That person has Atma, uh, but however, his feeling of pain and all those things below the waist is not felt by the body. So then Atma is there, Sharira is not helping, or Sharira is not capable, and therefore they are not able to feel the pain. So then again we can say that Sharira is superior to Atma to feel the emotions. So there the argument is that instrument, we are considering Sharira as the instrument. So now, whatever is the inability to feel that particular emotions, can it be treated by treating the Sharira or the Atma? It can be treated by treating the Sharira. So the problem is with respect to the equipment, it is not with respect to Atma. So when we are talking about in terms of a remote, let us say, the battery remains the uh, Atma. The functions, the buttons and all those things are like that is the Sharira. Sharira has its functions. Obviously, when some button is pressed, the wave it goes over there, the laser it goes over there, and it gives that command, and the channel changes. Let us say we are talking about a TV remote. If I press that button, then the channel changes. Now, if that particular button is not working, should I have to change the battery or should I have to change the button pad? I have to change the button pad. I have to work over there. So it is purely instrumental. The Deha is purely instrumental. The battery's essence, that is the energy creating ability of that battery, is not dependent on the function of the remote. It can go into any other Sharira and still function in the same way. So therefore, Sharira is only an instrument. The Atma, however, is the essence. It is the true adhikarana of the gunas. So whatever we are feeling, whatever sukha dukha, all the emotions that we are feeling, our body is experiencing them, no doubt. But why is our body able to experience it? Because the adhikarana or the yogyata has been given to it, the qualification is given to it by the Atma. So this is the whole argument that goes on in Nyaya for this. So here also they are trying to understand this with this particular verse where they are saying Sthulam Upadhi Atmanaha. So the Stula is only the equipment of the self. It is not the self itself. So they are trying to, they said Bhagatyaga Lakshana, no? For that Bhagatyaga Lakshana, we need to understand Tvam in its entirety and its elemental form. Because which Bhaga should we do Tyaga of? That should be understood. So for that, they are trying to separate the entities. Only when we do that, we will understand which bhaga that we have to give up. So that is the reason we are going through this understanding of Tvam. That the Sharira that which we are considering as Tvam is not truly the meaning. The Sharira is only the Bhogalayam that has arisen due to the Panchabhutas. And it is heavily influenced, the life of that particular Sharira is heavily influenced by the nature of our karmas, the Adi and Antya. And therefore, it is a product of Maya. Therefore, it is a product of Maya. But the Stula is only the, therefore, it is Stula is only the Upadhi or the instrument of Atma, nothing else. So that is what they are explaining over here. With this, the Bhāvārtha for the 28th we end. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः प्रतिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहिषा ब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि।